How's it going, everyone? We're going to look at the starter decks, and I'm going to highlight some of the cards within there which I think are very notable that, if played correctly, can really help you win games. First of all, I want to rank the starting decks. So if you just want to start playing, I think I can rank the starting decks for you. And I would rank it in this particular order. I would rank it as Monsters first, Scoia'tael, a very close Scoia'tael, Skellige very closely behind, still pretty strong, Northern Realms, and Nilfgaard. They're kind of tailing back. So Monsters, Scoia'tael at the top, Skellige kind of a middle, very close behind, third, and Northern Realms, Nilfgaard tailing quite far behind, I think. So let's have a quick look at the Monster starting deck, which I consider to be one of the better starting decks. Let's look at our leader card, DAGON. It's an 8 strength gold, and it has the ability to either play Fog or Rain. Now this will nearly always be Fog, because you only need 1 unit on the opponent's side of the board and do 2 damage to it, as opposed to Rain, which hits 2 units for 1. So you'll always use Fog, and Fog has synergies within this deck. Things get boosted if Fog is on the board, so you'll always choose Fog for this. Now, you don't want to play DAGON straight away. He's quite a powerful one, but if you need to, you normally play your weather quite early. Depends on how many other weathers you've got in your hand. We do have several sources of weather, so we'll discuss that as we play. The next notable card is the Great Woodland Spirit. You're very lucky to get the Woodland Spirit. It's a very good card further down the line. 5 strength, and it spawns 3 wolves on the melee row and applies Fog to the opposite row. It's 5 strength plus 3, and then you get a Fog on the opposite row. Now this card is something which I probably will hold back quite a long time. I'll probably hold it to round 3 if I need to. Now, one thing to do with weather, this is your second source of Fog, okay, which enables synergies within the deck. Weather, you do want to put it down early. You don't want to put it all down. Okay, if you put it all down, you risk a clear sky and they just get rid of all your weather and you've got none left. So this will be a card I'll be holding back. You've also got a notable card here, the AEROMANCER, 4 strength silver, and this will be your third source of Fog. Okay, so you can spawn a Frost, a Fog, or an Owl's Thunder, which does 9 damage to a target. So really, this card for this particular deck is going to be spawning Fog if you really need it, or 9 damage to just remove something which is going to be quite annoying. Again, third source of Fog. You probably want to use this one before Woodland Spirit and before DAGON. But if you need to, Owl's Thunder is a good option if you've got a lot of weather in your, or you've already got one down. Now DUDU here, while I said it before and I'll say it again, is usually left until the last and final play. It might work a little differently in this particular deck, because with the Fog we hit the highest unit by 2 at the start of every turn. So if we leave him to the very end, we'll be damaging the highest unit, which is bad. So we'll have to use him a little earlier than late, but you know, we'll take that sort of we'll use our common sense to when it's going to be the highest strength that they're going to have. Okay, because we are going to be damaging a lot the opponent's stuff, so it's going to change the way you use Commander's Horn. This card again changes a little bit in this deck. Boost 5 units by 4 is 20 strength, and you're going to casually line up 5 units, but it's really easy to do in this deck. The Woodland Spirit, if placed on the melee row, is 5 strength Woodland Spirit and 3 wolves, so you can set up the Commander's Horn really easy in Monsters. Very easy indeed. So it's a very accessible card in this particular deck. So finally, we've got the notable card, the Ancient Foggy Boys. 10 strength bronze. You boost by 1 if Fog is on the board at the turn end. So when you place this down, if there's Fog anywhere on the board, it'll go up to 11 and it'll go up 1 every turn. These are going to be great. You've got to kind of make sure that they're useful in long rounds. You'll get a lot of value out of these. If you're playing against this deck and someone plays one of these on the board, it's a target for your Manticore Venom, which does 13 damage. You get rid of these if you can, fast as possible, because they're going to gain value over time. So these are definitely target for removal. You want to kill these cards off. Okay, so these are very good cards. And again, we've got 4 Fogs, okay, because we've got a spare Fog here. So we've got 4 Fogs. You know, try and play 1 in any round that you're going to commit to, round 1 and 3 possibly, and get some Ancient Foggy Boys on the board. Just start building up some strength. So that is the notable cards for the monster starting deck, and we saw a game for it already, but hopefully we'll see another one, and I hope you enjoy it. And the reason I think this is generally quite a powerful deck is because you've got, I think, 3 weathers, is it? I think no, 4 weathers. You've got 4 fogs play, and the opponent generally has 1 weather clear. Northern Realms has 2, so it's going to be difficult for them. But they've got to utilize their armor. Let's see if this guy does it. The Roach summons when I play a gold unit. Let's get rid of him. Good. An ancient foggy boy. Like it. Happy with all of these, in fact. I think we're going to get rid of one of these. I've got 3, and 11 is good. Let's see what else we get first. An Arrakis drone. Excellent. Now, these summon all copies of the unit when you play it. It means they come out of the deck automatically. And for that reason, we're not going to redraw a 3rd card. I don't want to redraw him and get a 2nd one of those, because then that's a bad hand. Okay? Because they only come from the deck. So if I play it and only 1 comes from the deck, then it's a bad hand. Excellent. This guy has played his leader card as his 1st card. Very good. He went first as well, so I'm in the lead. So I'm going to play... I could play my Arrakis drones, or I could play my weather. Now be aware, if I play this fog, he goes down to 3, but I'm still behind, which means he could pass. I'm going to play my drones first. Actually, we'll play AEROMANCER. There we go. We'll be in the lead. We'll play a fog.
How did that incantation go?
Now, there's only one negative about that play that I could possibly say, is that that's relatively a weak unit, and that's going to die pretty soon, and then that fog won't do anything. They don't have any movement, so yeah, not great. Play the Arrakis drones, get him out the deck. Now, because he went first, he's most likely going to have more strength than me often, because he's putting more units down quicker than I am, because, well, not quicker, but he went first, so he got the first say, means he got more strength on the board quicker. Okay, that's fine. Let's place the ancient foggy boy down. I don't have Commander's Horn. And there, we're in the lead. Pretty good. That's probably going to be Manticore Venomed, or at least targeted in some way. That's a Manticore Venom. Well done. Because that's a dangerous card. What we call an engine card. Generates value over time and can get quite high. I'm going to use a big card here. I'm going to put Fog on the melee row, while also giving me quite a bit of strength, so we're in the lead again. Now, I'm definitely not going to play another weather in this particular round. I'm worried that he's actually going to clear this weather, actually. With a clear sky. Ah, no. Okay. Gosh. Okay. Very nice. I think he's stopping me from playing Commander's Horn. I don't have it, but he doesn't know that, and so that's quite a good play. This does 5 damage. I don't want to damage any of these 3, because they're going to get hit by weather eventually anyway. But I'm going to just damage one of these, and we don't have DUDU in our hand. I don't have to worry about hitting that. But I do have Manticore Venom. 13 damage, so if I hit that, I might not get another target for Manticore. I'm going to hit that one. I don't want to lose value, so we'll leave that 13 up. As you can see, I'm holding my big stuff back quite a bit. I'm going to be holding some of these weathers back, I think. Oh, we did 6 damage. That's pretty useful, considering that's supposed to do 9. So we lost some value from that. I'll just play down this 11 and see what happens. Now, is there any benefit to making my opponent think that I've got Commander's Horn? He might try and kill these ones. He may do. He may lose some damage to think that I've got Commander's Horn, maybe. But the reason I'm not playing any more weather is because I don't want him to clear it all. And we're going to save some till later anyway. Ah, he passed. So he passed on even cards. He's got 5 and I've got 5. So I've done a really good amount of stuff there. That was really impressive. So that sounds really big-headed, but that's, I mean, considering I went, I think second. Not actually that impressive. But it is a really big deal. We're on even cards. I can set up a dry pass scenario here, which means I pass on an empty board. He has to play a card, losing 1 card advantage. He'll win this round. He'll play a card next round, and he'll lose 2 card advantage. So for monster decks like this, again, I like long rounds. I get 2 damage every turn. If I get any ancient foglets, I get 1 extra value every turn. But I like long rounds, so for that reason I am going to dry pass. He'll lose 2 card advantage here. 1 because he has to play a card here, and 1 because he has to play first next turn. And I like long rounds, so it's going to be beneficial for me. Now, ideally, I am looking for that ancient Fogget. Ancient Foggy Boy. There he is! And I don't think my opponent's got a way of dealing with it. Not unless he's got like a Scorch or something. Do I need 2 weathers? I'm going to say yes. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 turns, so get this weather down. His armor is taking the weather. The armor is located here. Okay. So this is what I mean by Northern Realms kind of counters this a little bit, whether he uses his armor well. But I'm going to play my Ancient Foglet, get that chugging along as an engine card. Can he deal with it? Die. Trying to think what golds I have. I think I have Priscilla and Triss, unless I've used Triss. No. Oh, Priscilla, why am I thinking that? That's his gold. I've got Triss left. Okay. Again, that's got 9 armor, so I'm not going to fog that row at all. So that's a really good row for him to place all his units on, because that 12 strength unit will defend against my fog for about 4 turns, 4.5 turns. So I mean, I just can't fog that row at all. For this reason, I think I really have to place my other weather. He's got a weather clear. It'd be very good for him to use it, but I'm going to have to play it now. Otherwise, I'm just going to lose all the value from it. Now, fog hits the highest unit, and that is the highest unit. I could do rain, so it hits random units, and that could be, you know, but I'm just going to play fog. I'm going to place it onto the back row. More likely I'll get some actual value from that. Does he have a weather clear? You're playing against monsters like this guy is. It is quite important to wait a little bit. After they play 1 weather, maybe wait before you clear it. Just to see if you can clear 2 at the same time. Okay. Right, I'm going to play the 11. Doesn't do anything. So I can just hold some of these stronger cards back and see what he plays. At the minute, he's got no targets that I really care about with the Manticore Venom. I have a target for him, that, but he's already used it, so he can't use it again. Yeah. I don't think Northern Realms does have any targets that I care about.
Left, right.
There is one possibility of why I might consider killing something. His gold card, Priscilla, boosts 5 units on the board. He needs to have 5 units on the board. I can kill that with a Manticore Venom. He might have another unit, but that means I'm not going to get any weather value, so I don't really have a choice, really. I'm going to not play that. Spawns 3 1s that do 1 damage. I'm going to wait, because I don't want to hit the armor. So the more units got on the board, the better the RNG is. I will play the 15.
Any last words?
In value over time, which is nice. DUDU, very nice. Okay, couldn't really stop that because that's getting quite high. He did wait till quite late, but pretty damn good there. I reckon that's Priscilla, or maybe one of these himself. Golds has he used? Just that. It's either Priscilla, I reckon, or Geralt himself. At which point, yeah. Damage that. Right, we're in the lead. Let's see, we've got 2 cards. There we go, Geralt. +5. Oh boy, that's a lot. Okay, let's start with the Ifrit. RNG be withers, don't hit the troll. Easy. And then our final card. In fact, I mean, it was close to winning considering it was 2 cards down. You know what I mean? Card advantage isn't always everything, but yeah, it's just unfortunate. But he did use the armor quite well. Maybe he didn't use the armor quite well. The armor was useful for him, protected him for 8 damage. He should have used the troll to protect himself for more damage, but I don't think it would have won him anyway. It would have just protected him for about another 9 value, which wouldn't be enough. So, monster cards. Play your weather early, get that chugging along. Play your ancient foglets early, get those chugging along. Try not to put yourself into a short round. You like long rounds, so push in round 1, quick dry pass in round 2, push yourself in round 3. Long rounds. Generally how this kind of deck is played.